Welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to be talking about the time that I got followed in the mall. And yeah, let's start off by saying that when I go to the mall, I like to shop. I like to browse around and take my time. Usually when I go to the mall, it's more of like an all-day thing. I don't just go to the mall just to grab one thing and go. I like to browse because certain places have new products and you know you want to try them out. So I was in the mall just shopping around, browsing. I remember that I got a pair of shoes. I had gotten a skirt, some leggings, and a cute tank top and a blouse. And I was still shopping because I was going out that night. So I was still shopping, and mind you guys, I looked busted. Like, I had no makeup, my hair was tied back, crusty. Alrighty, so I just noticed while editing that my lash was coming off and my nose piercing looked like a booger. So don't mind that. Just saying. I was walking through the mall and I remember the mall had 2 floors. So I had gone to the top level to go into the shoe store. I got out the shoe store and I started making my way downstairs, and as I was going downstairs I noticed this one guy who was behind me, but I didn't think anything of it. I was like, okay, he's going downstairs. Didn't think much of it. I went into Windsor. I had gotten another skirt and I was still browsing around looking at different stuff, and then I left Windsor. When I left Windsor, I started making my way towards Victoria's Secret, and I noticed that the guy was still like behind me, but not too close for me to be like, what the fuck? But he was like a good distance, like a good 2-3 people behind me, if that makes sense. So of course I'm browsing around, and I'm always aware of my surroundings just because you never know, especially being a trans woman. You always have to be like on your like A game. Always. There is no lacking. So I was just like, okay, I'm going to go into Victoria's Secret, and if I go into Victoria's Secret and he's still outside, he is following me. So I go into Victoria's Secret and I start shopping around. I got some mists, I got some lotions, and I believe I got some bras. I think. Yeah, okay, I got some bras. And once I was checking out and everything, I got my bags and I started making my way out the door. When the guy, there was like this little like what do they call, like little you know, in the mall you have like little setups where like they have like jewelry, and then some places have like phone places, like the little stands or gondola, whatever the fuck you call them, gondolas, I don't know. He was standing close to one of them, but he was close to Victoria's Secret. So I was like, okay, I don't want to like make it seem like he's following me. He's probably just like, you know, shopping around like any other person, and I'm just being too like aware of things, if that makes sense. So I started making my way towards Shoe City. When I was going towards Shoe City, I noticed that the guy was following me, and the only reason why I'm saying this is because he started to get closer. And with that being said, the guy was pretty built. He was like probably 6'3", 6'4", around that height range, built like big and intimidating. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to Shoe City, and if he's still there, I'm going to, I don't know, like my brain was just going all over the place. Excuse me, my nerve. My brain was going all over the place, and I was just like, I don't know. I was just like, okay, I just need to go into a store because I don't want this guy grabbing me from behind. So I go into Shoe City and I'm like shopping, like looking around, but at this point I'm not shopping anymore. I'm just thinking of a way to leave. All the exits were a bit far and like way ahead, and the one exit that was close to me was like a sketchy exit, if that makes sense. Like it was like just a parking garage and no people, nothing. It was just empty. So I'm just in the store thinking of a way to get out, and the lady approaches me, one of the associates approached me and say, hey, do you need help? I said no when I should have said yes. Someone's following me, can you help me? But I said no. So I'm over here walking around the store and he enters the store. When he enters the store, like my heart just went boom, like it dropped to my butt. I did not know how to react. I didn't know what to do. So I was just like, oh my god, okay. So I'm just pretending to look at shoes. I had my bags close to me. Like I had the Victoria's Secret, I had the Windsor bag, and I had a couple other things on me. So I had all my stuff very close to me. And my phone in my hand, but I had it like, it had them little thingies, you know, when you like, the little rings that you put on to hold your phone, like the little sockets, whatever they're called. I had one of those on, so my phone was secure. The Shoe City had two entrance, two entrance, whatever, two exits, whatever the fuck you want to call it. They had two doorways. So I went in one and I went out the other. So I quickly made my way to the beauty supply store. Okay, once I entered the beauty supply store, I instantly called my friend who worked at the mall, and she worked as security. For privacy purposes, I'm going to cover up names. I don't want to say names, and I'm not going to say the mall it was, just for privacy purposes. So she worked as security. Let's call her Karen. Call her Karen, and then the bodyguard, let's call him Damien. Okay, so I called Karen and I was like, hey Karen, are you working? She said, yeah, I'm working. Why? What's up? I said, there is a guy that's following me and I'm scared. Like, I'm scared. He's been following me for the past 30 minutes. I don't know what to do. And I'm scared to leave the store. She was like, okay, where are you? So I gave her my location, where I was at. And she was like, call me in 2 minutes. If he's still there, you know, call me in 2 minutes and I'll go there. I was like, okay, but I'm scared. She was like, okay. So at this point, I'm over here texting my sister. I'm over here texting my friend, my cousin. I'm like, hey, listen, there's a guy following me. If anything happens, here's my location. I shared my location. And that was that. The way the beauty supply store was shaped, like, once you enter the store, you can see outside, like, everything. So he was standing in the corner, like, he was standing there. So I was like, yeah, he's standing outside. And she was like, okay, I'm on my way. I was like, okay, please hurry. So when I'm waiting, I'm still browsing because I needed some lashes. So I'm browsing. I got the lashes. I paid for them, put them in my bag. And I'm still browsing. So when I'm going down an aisle, the guy comes in and I'm just like, okay. And I'm like, okay, there's people in here. You know, I don't think he would try anything stupid because there's a lot of people in here. So I'm over here like making my way through people, so I'm not by myself in the aisle. So as I'm making my way out the aisle, he approaches me and he's like, oh, step outside real quick. I said, for what? And he was like, oh, I just need to talk to you. I said, you can talk to me in here. Like, at this point, like, I'm just speaking and I'm just like, I'm like on defense mode. So I'm like, for what? You know, like, it was like automatic safety, like, no. And for him to even say, step outside and need to speak to you, like, you can't speak to me in the store, like, what? That makes no sense to me. So he's like, come on, come on. I said no, and I said no loud enough for the cashier, the owner, I think it was, to hear me. So he goes back outside and he's like literally standing in front of the store like this. When I tell you, I was scared out of my fucking mind. I was scared out of my mind. Like, this I don't think it has ever happened to me, and I pray that it doesn't happen to me again. But that was like beyond creepy. It was just creepy. Like, I was scared. I was scared the fuck out of my mind. So then, thank God, my friend Karen and Damien come in the store. And Damien is probably about 6'4", 6'3", 6'2", around that height. So he walks in, nice buff guy, walks in with Karen. And I'm like, oh my God, thank God you're here. So they walk in and she's like, are you okay? Are you fine? Who is it? And I say, it's that guy right in front of the store. You passed him when you came in. She was like, oh, okay. She was like, okay, stand. So she was in front of me, I was in the middle, and then Damien was behind me. So, like, you know, if anything was to happen, it would be Damien who, you know, does something, and she was just there to, like, you know, view the front, which I appreciated her so much, and I still do. And if you're watching this, you know who you are. Thank you so much. So they walked me to my car, and as I'm walking to my car, Damien's like, are you okay? Is everything fine? Like, do you feel safe to go? Like, it was like from the mall to my car, which wasn't that far. I didn't park that far. So I was like, yeah, I'm fine. And then Damien was just like, I'm gonna just wait out here to see if he like approaches you or anything like that before you get into your car. I was like, okay, thank you. I gave him a hug. I gave Karen a hug, and you know, I got in my car and I drove off. But when I was driving off, I was so paranoid. He was following me. Like, I made like, I don't know how many turns, and then I got lost. And the point of the story is that I was scared out my fucking mind. Please be aware of your surroundings. It's not safe. Like, you just have to be aware of your surroundings. Please, 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 I beg everyone to be safe. You know, especially in malls and crowded areas and parking lots. Make sure your surroundings are safe, because it's not, like, you know. So thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe and give it a thumbs up. Please click on the bell icon to make sure you guys are notified when I upload. Again, please, please, please like and subscribe, and follow me on my social medias, which will be down in the description box below. And see you guys next time. Bye.